Paul, let's throw it over to you in regards to a specific program. I know it's early over there. Perhaps it's there or in your prior life. I know you've had a couple of different real key roles, but gives us an example of a program that, that you have implemented or are starting to implement that's really going to change the way the Army operates.
Yeah, so I mean, while I'm new, the Army's not new to cloud. I think there's probably two really great stories here. One, with the COVID response and the dynamic response the United States Army had to bring to bear in both the National Guard as well as the Army Corps of Engineers, we had a massive logistics challenge on our hand. But we also had a challenge of bringing in new data sets because we were essentially having to make decisions in context of information that we didn't necessarily have. And so had that had to rely on our typical acquisition process for compute and storage or a typical requirements process within a contract, we would have not have been able to respond the way that we were able to. And so one of the key players there was our Vantage program, which is a cloud-enabled capability today that is essentially a real-time common operating picture for various feeds of information across our logistics supply chain that we were then able to overlay with key personnel data as well as protective equipment information when we talk about how we're going to respond to specific locations or even for our stand-up of hospitals in specific locations. And so we were able to dynamically scale that infrastructure in order to support those needs in real time. And I think that also is a great parallel to another effort that was able to dynamically scale, which is an effort that my office is bringing to bear that we call C-Army, which is our general purpose cloud environment, because a number of initiatives that needed to start to leverage cloud computing capabilities and its dynamic nature, essentially we're recreating the components of the secure cloud computing architecture. And so during this response, even if with COVID, we were able to onboard the Human Resources Command, as well as the Enterprise Resource Planning modernization effort for the United States Army without skipping a beat.